Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to show you a owner-produced part. It's actually a remake of a main bearing bracket. So stay tuned while we show you this unique part that we found on an airplane.
So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content.
Now, most of us that have wheel fairings are very familiar with this main bearing bracket. It just bolts on the inside by the brakes. It's hardly seen by most people. It's covered by the brake cover, and it's just a three-dimensional piece of hydroformed aluminum, and then it's got some captures and some bolt holes in it, but they all serve a very specific purpose. Now, in this case, we're bead blasting it to paint it, but on the right there is where that bracket is that holds that special bushing that allows this bracket to be torqued up and bolted to the airplane, but still float so that your wheel fairing can flex if it needs to, so it won't break. Now, you also have in this, the new hardware that we always use when we put things back together, because after all, most of that hardware has been on the airplane for 40 years. But that's the purpose of the main bearing bracket, and it held on by that one AN6 bolt, that special bushing, and then it has the 4 AN3-5 places for the bolts that are in the bracket, and that holds it to the fairing. And again, this allows the fairing to move up and down, not left and right, and the flex bolt also adds to that motion up at the top. It keeps it secure, but it allows it to wiggle so it won't break. So that takes care of the main bracket. Now, these are new main brackets that we found the other day when we were cleaning up some storage. These are hard to come by. Probably going to end up going to Jimmy Candiletti. But that's what a unique owner-produced part looks like. Someone took some big round welding pipe, bent another piece, and then welded it together. Now, you'll notice it doesn't have any place for the flex bolt to go through there. It's held rigidly to the main landing gear, and that's what those special bushings do.
We're going to show two things on an airplane. There's a couple little special washers, but we're going to be putting on the main gear fairing bracket, and we're also going to show how to properly seat the hat washer, which is very similar to this one. So this main bracket is held into this capture, and the stacking on this goes is you have your AN6 bolt. So the first thing you have is a 6/16 washer. Then goes on the little special, very expensive steel bushing you can get from Fletcher. It goes on. And then this whole assembly goes through the bracket, and the whole purpose of that is that bushing rides perfectly well right in here so that the bolt can flex, but you can put torque on it, but yet it doesn't bind the bracket. Then we add the 3 washers required for this airplane and the bushing looser. Now that bushing has fallen into the recess built into the bracket, and now you can finish torquing this up, and when you're done, you've got 22 inches of foot-pounds on that bolt, but yet the bracket still wobbles. Now we're going to put the fairing on, and then we'll be back to show you how to properly seat the hat washer.
So you can see how this owner-produced part, it's legal, but it's very heavy because it's made out of steel, not aluminum. So we hope you found this journey into an owner-produced part found on an airplane useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman.
So here are the cute kittens all being quiet on the sofa on this nice cold day. Thought you'd enjoy it, so take a look at these little beauties. They're 8 and 10 months old each.